Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream. Today I'm going to try something really fun that I wanted to do for years and years and years, but I only have just barely gotten the final supply I needed to do it. And that is Copic marker airbrushing. So, hopefully this will work. I haven't tried it before. This is my first time trying to put this together. This is actually an air compressor adapter kit, and I've had this for a long time, but when I bought an actual air compressor, I could not find I needed to find yet another adapter to be able to get the hose from this to the compressor. I should have just bought the compressor that I saw on the actual Copic website, but I think I was trying to save money back then, and I just bought the cheapest air compressor I could find. I think though that the top part here says air grip on it will work with my newest acquisition, which is this air can. It's just a can of compressed air. So I'm gonna open it up and see. And if I like how this works, how Copic airbrushing works, I think I will go ahead and buy another air compressor, one that for sure works with the Copic system, because I tried going to like hardware stores and stores that specialized in hoses and fittings and everything, and they were like, they could not figure it out, these supposed experts. Like, oh, we've never seen anything like that before. So I was like, great. For years, on and off, I tried to get this to work, but I think I just have to buy the actual air compressor. But that's expensive. That's like over $100, I think. Last time I looked, this can of air only cost me 12 bucks. And so if it turns out I don't really like working with this system, then I won't have put down another $100 or $200 and then to find out that I don't even want to use it anyway. So I've got this air grip, and this goes on top of the air can. All you do is pull this off. And this screws onto here. I don't know if I should do it too tight. I want to do it too tight. Well, that goes on there, so I think that it's going to work. I have an idea of how this works because I've got this great book, How to Draw Manga. I've had this for years as well. I've had this longer than I have had all the tools that I've been slowly acquiring to use I think I got this book and then I was like, ooh, I want to try this. So let's see. Now there's all these techniques you can do. Now this is the page I was looking at earlier. That's how you set it up. Press this button. Once you load the marker in, you press this button on the top. I'm supposed to, let's see. I think you can turn the marker one way or the other and you'll get different effects. They've got all kinds of stuff. Yeah, look at that. Loaded normally, get that kind of spray. Loaded upside down, you get that kind of spray. I think if you want something, if you want to be able to get a really tight spray, so you can see here they taped down and covered stuff up so that it wouldn't get where they didn't want it. So there is a lot to learn about this. Today though, I was just gonna play around, experiment. I've got this book here next to me in case I need help. And I picked this manga paper. I have a bunch of paper I could have used, but I decided to use one that actually says manga on it. It's really thick. That's why it's thick. It was actually 2 pages. I thought I got them apart, but no. So there's this side. A little mark on the other side. Oh, I hope that it's marker. I can clean it off. So first I think I'm just going to play around. What's a color I rarely use? If I'm going to mess around, I want to not be wasting pigment. I don't know. Let's try this green. Let's see what this green looks like. Now I think it said normal loading was like this. With the... Oh! It's in there, man. Oh my god. I have never... Oh, okay. Good thing I'm slightly ambidextrous. Like I draw with this hand, but I can do other stuff with this hand. Anything that needs power only, and rather than dexterity, I use my right hand. Oh, I'm kind of nervous. Okay, here we go. I guess it matters too how close or far away you are. I'm just going to do some experimenting on this page. Oh my gosh, it's working! It's happening! Whoa! Oh, you can't even see it, sorry. It's like showing up as nothing. I'll do some more. Oh, you see that? You can see. Remove the page. That is so cool! I like that a lot! Oh, this is more exciting than I thought it would be. Okay, so something I saw earlier in the book, earlier today, was you need to press, but then you need to let it recharge, let the ink come forward to fill that back up. Let me do one like this. Wow, splatters out really far. Okay, I'm gonna try doing it upside down. See what that's like. Maybe that's different. Whoa. I wonder if I need to hold it like this. Not getting as even spray as I would like from this one. Let's see. What else? Ooh. I see what the book meant about wearing a mask. I figured since I'm just playing around and experimenting, I didn't necessarily need one today, but maybe I will get one because the smell is strong. So long when I put the second cap on there. Okay, now I'm trying. So what they're using in that book that I showed you is the sketch markers, but I have the classic marker, so I don't have the brush tip. I just have this like fine point, so I don't know if it'll... Yeah, it doesn't work on this end at all because it's too small. I don't think the jet of air is even hitting it. I tried it. Let me try another color. Let's try a really similar color and see what kind of blending happens. I think overall I do like loading it normal. Oh, it went up way higher than I expected. Wow, that is super cool and pretty. Okay. Oh, it goes way higher. I expect it to come out like this, but no, it comes, because the air is blowing up, it comes out like this. So I keep spraying it higher than I expect. I gotta like get used to where it sprays. I'm just gonna try to do a really dark blotch. Now let me see what it's like if I do it really close. Man, this is super cool. Wow. What else? What else? Let's try another color. So we got a green, we got a more yellowy green. Oh wow, it is getting all over everything. It's getting all over my pens. I gotta protect some of my stuff. Let's see. Oh, I changed my settings a bit on my OBS for the video recording, so if you have seen some of my older videos, not super old, but like within the last month or two, and you're watching this one, let me know if you think it's better. I tried to get the lighting more even, and I turned down the saturation a bit. That seemed too high after watching some of my videos myself. So I'm just experimenting because I have a cheap camera, so I'm just trying to work with what I've got. There's not too much I can do, but I think I might have improved it. So let me know. Let me know if you prefer this or the way I had it before. Now I'm going to try a blue. It's kind of a lighter blue, but it looks really, what's the word? Vibrant. Let's try this vibrant looking blue. Right, it goes way ahead. It goes like almost my hand's width, so 4 or 5 inches ahead of where I think it should. Oh, I see. I wasn't pressing hard enough. You really got to press down. Okay, let it recharge. Man, this is the best. This is so fun. Now, the only problem with this air can, it's getting really cold, just like a can of air you'd use to clean your computer or whatever, your keyboard. And when these get too cold, they don't spray anything. Yeah, I think the air can thing is good just for testing, to see if you like it or not. And then if you do like it, go ahead and get an air compressor. I don't know if I'd be able to stream with an air compressor going though. Or at least I wouldn't be able to talk to you guys because it would be loud. This is so fun. This is so amazing. As long as you don't mind a sort of speckled look, you can do some really cool stuff with this. Thought what I might do is fill up the page with color, if that'll happen. This is getting really, really cold. If I put it in the light, and it'll warm up, maybe. Anyway, fill up the page and then use black and white ink on top for a cool effect. Let's see. Doesn't have anything. Oh, it does. I'm gonna read this while I wait for it to warm up a little bit. It's quite cold. Operating precautions for direct use with Copic air grip. That's this. The propellant does not destroy the ozone in the air. Good. Do not shake before and in use, though the structure prevents spillage of the liquid gas, even if tilting the can beyond 45-degree angle when in use. Otherwise, there are cases that the liquid gas come out. Oh, it's a little grammatically troubled. So basically, don't shake it, but it won't come out if you tilt it too far. For best results and to maintain even discharge pressure, use with intermittent intervals. Storage in cold conditions may reduce discharge pressure. Yep, that's what I'm having. This is too cold. I'm trying to warm it up with my own hands. Keep away from all sources of heat, direct sunlight, or where temperatures may exceed 40 degrees Celsius. 40 degrees is like 100 something, 105 or something Fahrenheit. It's pretty high. Discharge fully before discarding to waste. Do not incinerate. Do not discharge toward persons. Keep away from children. It's warmed up a little bit. Let's get some other color in here. We've got a couple greens and a blue. Let's do something more exciting. How about an orange? Do an orange color. Ooh, it's so pretty! So pretty! Ooh, the air does not want to come out though. There we go, that's good. Yeah, I think I really gotta practice to get the hang of this. You gotta get the hang of where it sprays and how close to hold it to the page. This is so awesome though. Okay, I'm not a big fan of that orange and green right there. I'll put something else. Maybe I'll do a pink. Pink goes good with green. What kind of pink? Oh, this is probably getting, yep, super cold already. Yeah. I think I'm gonna put the Copic air compressor on my Christmas list. Yeah, let's do this really intense pink color. Can't afford to just go buy a air compressor, but maybe someone will give me it for Christmas and make my dreams come true. Man, this is so fun. Ah, this is a thing I could have demoed at the fair. The fair fine arts exhibit had a demo sign up for artists to demo techniques or whatever for the public. You just sit at the table and do your thing, and people walk by and see what you're working on. This would have been awesome for that. Maybe next year. Ooh, someone gets me Copic air compressor for Christmas, and then I'll be able to do this next year. Look at that, it's so great. I'm glad I spent the 12 bucks on that. 12 bucks on that air can. It was worth it. It was worth it to have fun. 12 bucks to have fun, that's cheaper than a movie ticket. What else? What other color? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Could add some other stuff. Could add some black. Ooh. Let's add some black. Make it kind of edgy. Make it edgy with some black. Yeah, it's too cold. I gotta hold it. Warming it up with my hands. It's too bad. It looks like the camera still isn't picking up. It washes everything out. In order to get it lit evenly, it washes everything out. Oh, you know what? I never turned on my corner lamp. Maybe that'll help. I'll be right back and just walk around back of my desk. Yeah, it's like there's a lot more color here than the camera seems to indicate. It makes it look like this is still white, but there's orange and blue and green. Even a little bit of pink in there. But turning up the saturation makes the colors some colors too much. So that's why I turned down the saturation. It's like reds were just overpowering everything. Oh well. Oh well, maybe someday I'll get a better camera. Dang. I thought I'd at least be able to go for my full hour. But this thing is so cold. Okay, hold it in my hand. Let it warm up. Look at that. Look at my desk. It almost looks cooler than my page. Let's set that there. I'll look through this book real quick while I'm letting that can warm back up so I can actually use it. Yeah, these how to draw manga books were the first books I ever found, maybe that ever came out in English, that covered Japanese style drawing. You know, you could get books about Western style comic drawing and everything, but that's not what I wanted to do, and that's what a lot of people felt. That's not what they wanted. They wanted to learn how to draw like manga style or anime style. These are the first books that ever came out that had that in English. I'd like to get more of the series. I have this book and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 others, but I believe there's like 30 books in the series. And I'm sure there are getting distracted. I'm sure there are books that would be helpful to me that I haven't read yet. Here's how to refill your markers and change the nibs and stuff. Copic markers. Yeah, like this book, even without the airbrushing system, this book was really helpful for me when I first got Copic markers. Might even have been the reason I wanted a Copic marker in the first place. Or why I finally got some. So here's the airbrush system hooked up with an air compressor, air compressor airbrush system. And here's the air can. Look. It's just the same. Wow, that's weird. Now some of these books are super old, but they're still useful. So it's just not stuff you learn in art school or art class. Stuff you gotta figure out on your own, or if you're lucky enough to find a book like that. What else can I do? Red, orange, yellow. Because I haven't done any actual red. aside from this marker book, the most useful how to draw manga book for me was, what do they call it? Inking techniques or something? Penning characters. Looking right at it. Super, super useful for how to ink. Like a lot of my inking techniques now came from that book. Red, orange, yellow. Oh, I haven't done yellow either. Yellow might not show up now though. So covered. Or maybe right here. Okay, let it recharge. It's getting super cold again. Super annoying. You definitely don't want to be using this if you're trying to do a complete illustration, because this is just ridiculous. I've only been streaming for what, half an hour maybe? I'm not sure when I started, but it can't have been that long. I still like, it's all frozen. Okay, it's not frozen, but it's really cold. This was a nice experiment, but I think it would have been better, would have looked better if I had only used a couple colors instead of a whole bunch of different ones. What else? I'm gonna bring some green down here. I'll use a different green. This is green. I'm just picking almost at random. Woo. Yeah. It already needs a break. Ah, no! Oh, I got stuff all over my pen. My white ink pen. Ah, it's sticky. Dang it, I thought it was safe. I guess not. Ah, hope I'm not. Oh, no, I am. Got all these buttons I got while I was in Portland. And they're getting all covered too. Wow, this is a messy, messy technique. I've got to keep that in mind in the future. Whatever I have around is gonna be affected. Dang it. Yeah, it was so cold. Something I'm noticing is you can tell that I've been holding it this direction. It just has this direction to it. It feels like it's going this way. So I should keep that in mind in the future. It should probably go the direction of whatever the light source is going, or if I need to have a sense of motion. Like, I don't know, if someone was like riding a bike in a picture, make sure the spray is going this way if their bike is supposed to go this way, so that it's working with it instead of breaking up that feeling of motion. Come on, Copic air can. There are a lot of techniques to practice and learn. It's like here, they masked off areas, and then they sprayed them, and then they pulled the mask off. They use masking fluid, and then you just erase it off. Man, this is too much. This is too much work. Here they've got this like film, acetate film. And they cut it exactly to fit the picture and then put it over the top. And they taped it down and then they pulled it up. Like, I don't feel like it was worth it to me. If I need to go through all that effort at this point in time, I would rather just do something else. Oh, they haven't pulled it all the way up yet. Do digital media or do watercolor or something else. So here they're just practicing on a test spot to see how their ink flow is. Doesn't say why he's coloring on here with a colored pencil. I mean, it's clearly to mark where the shadows should go, but oh, I guess he's drawing on that film. This is called frisket film. It doesn't show it, but I guess he probably cut that out. And then that's how this got made. The airbrush technique is cool, but whenever I'm doing physical media art, I don't really want to go for this cel-shaded look. I like to blend it out more anyway, so I don't really need this. Cutting film for every single layer of color. This is a cool use for backgrounds. Okay. Color small areas with nibs. I guess putting down the flat color. It might be worth it to cut stuff out to fit, just to get the flat color down, and then just do the shading part with the regular nibs and not with the sprayer. Okay, hopefully this is cooled off. I mean, warmed up. It's still pretty cool, but I think I can use it again. This particular marker doesn't seem to like this. Let's use a different one. sort of bright blue color. Oh, sure doesn't look bright blue on the red. I think this can is, it's either done for now or done for good. It does not want to behave. It's super cold. And it's definitely feeling more empty. Whew, the smell of the marker. Blah. Yeah, I should definitely try to wear a mask next time. Wow, it's really sticky. It feels sticky. Ooh, especially where there's a lot. I don't know if I want to draw over that sticky stuff. I think I've done airbrushing. I just want to try some just drawing whatever. Draw like a flower or something. Or not. Oh, here we go. It did not want to draw at first. Oh, this pen does not like this. Maybe I need to use a dip pen, because that way I can clean the nib in case it gets clogged with this marker. Bunch of stuff fell down over there. We heard a bunch of crashing. That's what that was. Ah, my white ink. It's all separated. That's what I get for not using it for, I don't know, a year or longer. Hopefully that's mixed up good. What about you, Black Magic Ink? Are you in good shape? Blech, it's kind of dry and chunky on the side because it was laying on its side in my ink drawer. Okay. Ah, sticky. I love these pens. I don't use them often enough. It's because I am always afraid of making a mess, spilling the ink everywhere. I'm almost out of this Black Magic ink. Wow, so sticky. It's so sticky. Definitely works better than that pen on the marker. That looks really cool. If I plan something out, this could work out really nicely. Plan a drawing out instead of just doing random stuff like I am today. Instead of just experimenting. You gotta experiment or you don't know what you have to work with. I should just use these pens more often. I really like them. I really like using these. Oh, why don't I draw a bee? I don't know what a bee really looks like though. Whatever, close enough. Yeah, man, that's looking really cool. What else? What else can I do? I have a whole big page here. I fill up with stuff. So just draw another flower. I actually have flowers kind of like this in my yard. I've always drawn daisy-like flowers ever since I was a daisy scout in Girl Scouts. This is the first time I've ever had flowers like that. Oh, got some stuff in the bottom now. drawing like leaf shapes. I'm gonna make something like a tree. Some branches or something hanging over here. Since it's all green here, seems appropriate. Wow, it's so sticky. I don't like this black magic ink bottle. I don't like how it's this tiny little thing you have to, and then you're getting ink all over your pen. I wish it was just a big wide mouth so that you wouldn't have to worry about getting ink all over your pen where you're trying to hold the pen. I think that's a bad ink design, bad ink bottle design. I'm gonna start doing some squigglies to be like leaves so far in the background that they're just small and hard to see, hard to differentiate from each other. Sense of perspective, maybe. I'm experimenting here too. Just having fun with my ink. Well, that looks pretty good over there. What else should I do? We'll just do like a cloud shape. There are clouds growing off in the distance. I'll just draw like a frog or something right here. It's gonna have to be simplified because I don't know what a frog looks like really. Drew one earlier this year. Not enough to make me an expert though. Remember their legs were freaking long. The proportions of the back legs of a frog are just like huge. I'm gonna have to be careful here. I just put down a ton of ink. Did it on purpose, but I gotta be careful. Be careful. Don't want to smear it. Put my hand in it. So just put some lines like a river or something now because there's not too much room left. Okay. I need something to wipe this with. I'm going to get black ink in my white ink. Okay, hopefully that's good enough. Hopefully this is shaking up good enough. Can't open it. Oh, I don't want to spill it everywhere. Oh, there we go. It's all crusty. Wow, the white ink looks really good on this. Should definitely plan something. Plan something that uses these techniques, because this is really cool. This is turning out really neat. And how could I forget how good this white ink is? Forgot all about it. It's really good. Give the bee a look like it's moving its wings around. These colors look really good together. I want to remember this. This blue with this pink and this yellow. This area is my favorite area of this picture. It just looks so good. White's gonna look really good on this dark stuff in the middle. Looks really neat. White ink. Maybe I should use a brush for the clouds with the white ink. So we'll do everything else first, and then I'll finish with that. Trying not to touch the white ink I've already put down, because some of it is like, this is still wet right there. It makes it really hard to draw in the middle here. My pen is starting to get clogged with dry ink. Okay, let's wipe this white ink off of here and get a brush. I'm going to do the clouds with a brush. Just going to get this like little cheapo brush. I need more practice at this, but this is a really cool technique. The white ink on big blobs to make clouds. Neat. Stretching my back a little bit. I think that's good. I sure have streamed over an hour. And I think I'm done. I'm just going to do a little signature on it. 2018. Oh, there we go. Copic airbrushing. But this thing is still cold. It's still colder than room temperature. I'm going to lay it down just so you guys can see it. There it is. Which is a cool effect on the table. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching.